Welcome aboard, explorers! One of the topics I'm asked about the most are pronouns. How do I know someone's pronoun? How do I practice using a gender-neutral pronoun? What do I do if I mistakenly call someone the wrong pronoun, and then I get stuck in a conversational loop about calling that person the wrong pronoun because I'm self-conscious about correction, so I continue to call that person the wrong pronoun? Well, a few times I've been around this track, and it's not gonna happen like that. Because I ain't no... I'm Charlie, my pronouns are they and them. This is Exploring Gender, and Yes? A curious child convention used to share information in an entertaining and semi-interactive format, while also providing an excuse for Charlie to dress up in costume? What are pronouns? Pronouns replace nouns to save having to repeat them. Imagine having to tell a story about how Sam and Charlie went to go see Sue the dinosaur at the Field Museum. Charlie and Sam were blown away when they got to the Field Museum at how incredible Sue the dinosaur's Field Museum exhibit was. Charlie, Sam, and Sue the dinosaur frolicked in the fields that the Field Museum is known for, all while eating New York-style pizza, laughing, and frivoliting all day long. It gets redundant. So pronouns just replace nouns? Well, that had to do with names. Well, they can, but that's actually just one type of pronoun. There are actually a lot of types of pronouns. Personal pronouns, like he and they, those are the ones that we're familiar with. Demonstrative pronouns, like these and this. Interrogative pronouns, who's and which. Indefinite pronouns, possessive pronouns, reciprocal pronouns, relative pronouns, reflexive pronouns, intensive pronouns. There are a lot of pronouns. Is this a grammar lesson? No. Well, kind of? No. Gender is not an issue of grammar, but some people think that they understand grammar better than they understand gender. So unfortunately, sometimes it feels like I have to be ready to talk at length about semantics. Are you gonna talk at length about semantics now? No, we're finished with that part. Good. Now we're going to talk about how to know someone's pronoun, or what to do if you use the incorrect pronoun. Okay, so how do I know someone's preferred pronoun? Actually, they're just pronouns, not preferred pronouns. I know I said I was done talking about semantics, but this is actually more about respect. Are your pronouns a fact about yourself or a preference? The term preferred pronouns implies that pronoun doesn't actually belong to that person or their identity, but are just preferred over their true pronouns. It's erasive and incorrect. Calling a person by the right pronoun is the quickest way to show them respect. Okay, so how do I know someone's pronoun? Ask them. The easiest way is to start by introducing your own pronouns. It sets a tone for the conversation and establishes pronouns as a natural part of introduction. Hi, I'm Charlie. My pronouns are they and them. What's your name, and what pronouns do you use? It will take practice, and it might feel a little awkward or clumsy at first, but that's okay. If you forget to introduce your own pronouns, that's not a problem. Ask the person respectfully and in a private manner that doesn't put them on the spot. Or, conversely, if you're already putting people on the spot by doing that thing where you go around in a circle and have everyone introduce their name and a fun fact about themselves, have everyone introduce their pronoun. There are lots of ways to ask someone what pronouns they use. Just keep in mind two things. 1, don't put people publicly on the spot or single out an individual amongst a group. 2, listen to what that person says and use their proper pronouns. No one is asking you to be perfect all of the time or on your first try. We are only asking that you try. So what happens if I call a person by the wrong pronoun? That's called misgendering, and it can happen on accident or on purpose. Cis people can be misgendered, but in the trans and non-binary community, misgendering carries a weight of erasure or invalidation of identity. It took me time and a lot of effort to find this identity that I feel comfortable expressing and that gives me confidence. When I am misgendered, which admittedly doesn't happen a lot anymore, all of that work feels erased and unseen, and I question if the person in front of me actually cares about me at all or sees me. So what do I do if I accidentally call someone the wrong pronoun? To be honest, first accept that you're probably going to misgender someone in your lifetime. Accidents happen. Okay. Are you over your feelings of embarrassment? Good! Because moments of misgendering aren't about you. They're about the person that you just misgendered. How do you apologize, correct your mistake, and move forward with conversation? Exploring Gender is here to teach you how to act. As always, this infographic will be available in the link below, on the Exploring Gender Facebook page, and on the Exploring Gender website for you to share or explore further. But since we have it up here, let's break it down. I'll start with the example given and then go step by step as to why this situation was handled correctly. Yeah, I went to the library with him. Them. Sorry. I went to the library with them. Why was this successful? A. Accept that people are fully aware of their own gender identity and apologize. When person A was corrected, they didn't argue with person B or try to bog them down in outdated or incorrect semantic debates. They accepted that person B knows their own identity and thus knows when they are being misgendered and apologize. Whether it was a slip of the tongue or those particular pronouns are new to your use, an apology is always in order. C. Correct the sentence with the proper pronoun. Now that you know the proper pronouns, correct them. It's important to say the correct pronoun rather than silently accepting the correction, because it shows person B that person A is aware of their proper pronoun and in the future will try to use it. T. Time to move on. You've accepted, you've corrected, it's time to move on. It's important that person A doesn't turn the conversation to be about them and how they are so sorry they misgendered person B, and can person B ever forgive them? No one wants to be stuck in that conversational loop, and it's honestly not person B's job to console the person that just misgendered them. What if that person doesn't correct me, but I think I might be using the wrong pronoun? Or I know that I am. Person B might not feel safe or comfortable correcting person A, but we can still follow the ACT guide if we know that we're using the incorrect pronoun. I went with her, to Super Smackdown Live, and it was extraordinary. And if you're not sure what pronouns a person use, politely ask them. Or it's a great time to practice using a gender-neutral pronoun, like they. How else can I practice? Try telling a story or recapping your day without using any pronouns at all. None. Gender-neutral or otherwise. Practice gender-neutral greetings. The next time you see a friend, greet them by their name. Or friend. Buddy. Friendo. Mi amor. Do you gender your objects? It might sound silly, but a lot of us do. Maybe your phone is gender-neutral instead of a she. I mean, it's not like inanimate objects have inanimate genitalia, and if they do, I really don't want to know about it. Do you feel like you learned something today? Are you going to tell me to like this video and click subscribe? I sure am. I'm also going to say that you can find Exploring Gender on Facebook, follow at I'm Charlie Baker on Instagram, go to the Exploring Gender website for all infographics and available uploads. I'm going to remind everybody that I make pride designs and will continue to be doing so all through the month of June. Or, if you're looking to support Exploring Gender or just different ways to get rid of your money that don't involve clothing, you can go to the Exploring Gender Patreon page or make a one-time donation at Exploring Gender Venmo. Capitalism is weird. It sure is figment of my imagination. It sure is.
And we're coming and going and coming again. I'll write bittersweet songs that get stuck in my head. I'm out of touch and you're out of reach. As you're coming, I'm going again. Coming and going and coming again. I can't hear myself think with these songs in my head. You're out of luck and I'm out of my mind as I'm coming and going. And you're coming and going. We're coming and going. It's all coming and going again.